Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to do the Computer Store newsletter assignment. And we're going to start off by going to the assignment. Here's a sample of what a student had done. This is similar to what you'll do. You set it up whatever way you want so it looks nice. What your task is, you're to go to an online computer site, a big one, and search around the website, look at the various items and see what's new, what's interesting, what's fun, what would you buy if you had some money, things like that. And look at the kinds of technology things that you'd use when you get out there in the world of work. If you're a business administration major, take a look at stuff that would be productive in business and whatever. Okay, look at printers, faxes, peripheral equipment, laptops, notebooks, you name it, software, anything. And then you'll, when you look around the site, then you'll write me a little report and put it into this fancy-looking format. So this looks very nice with these are called drop capitals, and it's got pictures to illustrate it. For example, when you were here, he was talking about the store he visited, so it gave me a picture of the store he visited. Here he was talking about desktop computers, and it gave me a picture of desktop. Down here he was talking about notebooks, notebook computers, so he gave me a picture of a notebook computer, things like that. Okay, so to do the task, let's first of all go to the website and go to I happen to have gone to tigerdirect.com. You can go wherever you want. Now remember, you can go either in person or online. If you go in person, that's even better. You get to try this stuff out. So your task is to go to a computer website or in person and go through the store. And for example, I'm going to go to here where it says Shop All Products, and I'm going to look at computers and tablets. And I particularly like these all-in-one computers, so I want to click on that and see what's there. All-in-one computers, there we go. And you can see what the all-in-one computers are about. And you can click on the description here. I'm going to click description here on the item itself, and it should take me to it. There it goes, taking me to the item. Full description of it is here. I can go down to get an overview of it, look at the specifications, and it tells you all the specs on it, the price and everything, reviews, what people have said about it, and check this thing out. See what you like. Oops, that's something I think I like. I want to talk about that. So I'm going to right-click on that and choose Copy the Image. And then I'm going to go to a document I have set up, and I'm going to paste in the picture I just copied there. Whoop, I'll move this one aside. I'm going to paste in that picture there, and I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to go to wrap text, and I'm going to put this one will be through. I want it to go through the text and so forth. And so anyway, as you go through your website, and we get back to the website, as you find interesting stuff, I'm going to go to computer tablets and stuff. Let's see. I want to talk about, let's see, how about keyboards and mouses? See what they have for that. And when it comes up, oh, okay. Yeah, and I can look at these, a wireless keyboard. I'm going to click and get a description of that. It's a strange looking keyboard, and why is that so? Well, it'll tell me, probably ergonomically designed and whatever. And so you can go and again find out more about each item and so forth. You can compare them to others and if you like that item, right click, choose Copy the Image, go to a blank document where you've been saving pictures for your paper, and I'm going to click somewhere here, click off of that, and I'll click paste, and my picture, here it is up here. I'm going to have to double click on that and do wrap text, and I want that to be through, and I'll move that. There we go. And so I'll change the size here a little bit so I can see. And anyway, these are the various things that I want to put for pictures in my report when I type it. Okay, I'm assuming now that you've been through the website and you've seen everything that you want to see, and you're ready to write your paper. So what you want to do is then literally write your paper. Now, make sure you do it in single space. So you'll do it in single space, and make sure that you double space between paragraphs. See, at the end of each paragraph, I've double spaced in between. See, at the end of this paragraph, there's a double space. Into this paragraph, there's a double space, and so forth. Double space between paragraphs. Now, you'll notice, I want to show you something. When you type your paper, you probably will normally just do it in left justify. Now, if we look at that, you'll see both left and right shows up better highlighted. Okay, you notice the left margin is nice and razor straight, looks really good. The right margin is very ragged. Now, since we're doing a newsletter, which is like a magazine or a book, we want it to look really nice. We want left side and right side justified. So we're going to come up to the paragraph button here on the home tab on paragraph, click justify, and there it is. Now it's nice and straight and looks pretty good. Okay, how can we make our newsletter out of this? Very easy. What you do is click at the first letter of your document, then press enter a few times, and go back to the top again. Now let's go to insert, and choose shapes, and come down to rectangle, and I'm going to click and drag open a rectangle here, and then I'm going to go to the shape style and pick something fancy. I like this one here. You pick whatever color you want. Then I'm going to type, and I'm going to put Dr. Campbell's newsletter, and I'll put volume XXM and series 12, whatever. And then you can highlight that text, and I'm going to make that a larger size, something like that, and you can play around with it, make it look fancy. That's up to you. All right, now the next thing is I want to make this text. If you haven't already, I'm going to repeat it. You need to highlight your text all the way down and go to the justify button, and under paragraph choose justify, and so that the left and right, whoops, I guess I undid it. Okay, I click on the justify button. There we are. Make sure the left and right margins are nice and even. Okay, at this point, with it still highlighted, let's go to the page layout tab and choose column, and we'll choose a 2-column newsletter. So click 2 columns, and there you are. You're basically done with this exercise. Okay, now let's make this thing look really nicer. What we're going to do is I'm going to highlight the first letter of each paragraph, and I'm going to make what's called a drop cap. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So highlight the first letter of the paragraph, then you come over to the Insert tab, come over to Drop Caps, and choose Drop Cap Options. And we want it to look like the second one here, dropped. And 3-line drop is too much, so I'm going to make this a 2-line drop and click OK. And while it's still highlighted, I can go on the Home tab. I can give it a nice color. Okay, I'll go to the next one. High definitions here. I'll click H, and I'm going to again go to Insert. Let's see here. Oops, hold on a second. Let me do this one over here. Highlight this, connected, and I want to go to drop cap. I'll choose drop cap options, and I want it to be dropped, and it's going to be 2. Click OK, and I'm going to make that one red, I guess, or something like that. Okay. All right. Now, and you should do that throughout it. I'm not going to do them all. I'm just going to do some, like this one here. While I'll go back to Insert, Drop Cap Options, Dropped, and choose 2, and click OK. And again, I'm going to make that on the Home tab, make that red. But like I said, I'm not going to do them all. You can do that. Now, let's say, for example, this first paragraph, we talked about laptops. Well, I want to insert a picture of a laptop. Well, you would have previously saved on a blank document pictures. And here's one here. Here's a laptop, and that's a picture I like, so I saved it. Now, all I have to do is right-click on that and choose Copy, then go back to my document, and I will click about where I want it to go in that first paragraph and click Paste. Now, when it comes up, I'm going to double click on it, and make sure I go up to, with it highlighted, go up to wrap text and choose through. And now notice when I move it, the words flow around it. Okay, sometimes they get a little bit tricky, get a little bit finicky here. Whoops, what's going on with this one? I don't know what's going on with this one. Click. I'll delete that one. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to do this video over again. So I'm just going to click and go back to insert. Well, let me try undo. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why that thing did that. But okay, so anyway, I'm going to go back. I'm going to make this smaller. And you'll see, laptops, and I have a picture of a laptop in here, and the words flow around it. Now let's go back, and over here we talked about, let's say big screen TVs in this right-hand paragraph. So I'm going to come over here and click there, and click, I want to go to my pictures, and I want to come over here and let's see, I've got a nice picture of a smart TV, so I'll right click that and I'll right click and choose copy. Then I'll go back to my document I'm working on, and I'll do on the home, I'll click paste, and there it is. So it's awfully big, of course, so I'll click and make that smaller, and then I'll move it where I wanted to put it. Let's say I want it about here, over here in this corner maybe. And notice the words flow around it. It belongs up there. And so that's all there is to it. You just, insert pictures wherever it's appropriate. If you talked about printers down here in this third paragraph, where I am right here, insert a picture of a printer and move the picture around so that the words flow around it so that it looks nice. Be careful where you put it. You don't want to put it somewhere where it's going to scramble things up. It doesn't look very good here. But if I put it over towards the end of it, yeah, now it reads properly. So that's all there is to it. And if you have trouble making the words flow around it, make sure your picture is highlighted, and you want to go up to and make sure that you have wrap text and that you have through the text. And again, that allows you to move the picture and the words will flow around it. Okay, so that's it. And when you're done, you should have a document that looks similar to oops, there's one ahead here. It looks similar to something like this, with a fancy heading and pictures, put in the proper places. That's all. It really isn't a difficult assignment. Just play around with it and make it look nice. Okay, that's it. Good luck. Give me a call if you need any help. Thank you.